Welcome back. Okay, so you should have got all your ends tied off, and you should have a piece that looks just like this now. Okay, now in order to start a thread, you do the same thing that you would have done to end the thread. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull in a thread and just kind of bead it through a few beads. You don't have to do it, any set amount. It's just so that it goes through a few beads. Then we're going to do a right over left and a left over right by, if I can get my needle through there. Okay, so I do the little loop and I go down and then I go backwards. So I go from the top to the bottom and I go through, make sure it's sitting on the right spot. Okay, and normally I like to do at least 2 knots, whether I'm tying off or I'm tying on, whichever I like. I always like to do 2 knots. And the reason is because sometimes it slips, and I get that. You know, the thread is supposed to not slip, but it does sometimes. So what we're going to do is we're going to move up, follow the path of the thread just like you've been doing, okay? So 1, on the second one is where we're going to start. So there's 1, so right here is going to be your gap, just like you did over here, okay? So I'm going to flip it over so it's a little easier for me to pull this forward. There we go. A little easier for me to get through here. And it's going to be right here. Make sure it's in the right spot. So I'm skipping this one, and right here is where I'm going to do my, I don't know why that is pulling so much on that one thread. Let me kind of, there it goes. Right here is where I'm going to go up. Okay. Remember what we did over here? I'm going to add 4 of the 15s. And I'm going to go through this one. Maybe. Okay, and down. And I'm going to make that little right there. Now I'm going to go back across. And the reason I'm doing this around like this is so that it pulls a little more even, and it's also going to have a couple threads versus just one thread holding it. Back up to the top. Okay, and the 4 across, just so you can know what they're for, and I did not get that, hang on. What did I catch here? I did not catch any of them. Let me get that out of the way. Catch these. And pull that tight. Okay, so the reason that we put the 4 across, just so that you know, is so that when it's coming down and holding on to the strap, it's holding from either side from all over the place. It's not just holding on these 2 sides, because if it did that, then it would, if it was only holding here, it would pull this like this. We want it separated out, so that's the whole point of doing that. So remember how many we put here? We did 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and we're going to go back through those 4. We're going to go up 3. And we're going to start. Now I'm going to look over here to make sure I'm starting on the right thing. I'm going to do 3, 1, 3 all the way up and even it out. Do my little loop at the top and come back down. Then tie off my thread, cut all my ends, and I am good to add my findings, which I will show you on the next video. So enjoy beading that last little bit of strap, and I'll come back and show you how to do all the little finishing touches. I'll see you then.